one's probably going to be low again. It's going to be probably under one, acting like he's pinching out a loaf. It's Dragunov is just too one dimensional for me. He'll get boring after a while. Like when you see him do the same constipation promo, you've seen it all, and it just gets boring. He's not a good
Absolutely.
promo.
He really isn't. Well, that's the big thing that we keep on saying about Dragunov is that he needs to show something more than I'm just screaming Russian guy that thinks he's the Terminator. I need more than that. Show your backstory. Show what it was like growing up for you, the hard times that you went through. I mean, and that would maybe help me care a little bit about these people's backstory. All I know about them is that they're a great wrestler. Okay, everybody is nowadays. So what?
Right, and that's the problem with all this is that you got this temporary ratings bump of 1.18 up from 1,030,000. It's going to go right back down because there's nothing to retain the audience. Like you're just going to lose those viewers again. So next week's rating, this past one's probably going to be low again. It's going to be probably under 1.1. You're probably going to be 1.8 is what I'm imagining, or the 1.08. 1.8. Good God, here they wish. Yeah, 1,080,000 is what I think they're going to do next week. Because there's nothing to hold the audience. Nothing.
Well,
this past SmackDown was awful.
And not to sound like a dick, but why are people shocked when it fluctuates up by 100,000, up or down? Why are you surprised? It's a shit show. They got nothing going on. They're not going to build any fucking momentum. It's just going to go back and forth between under 1 million and over 1 million for a little bit. Like, this is something that nobody should be... Like, not a single person in this chat room or watching or listening should be surprised about the ratings fluctuating by small digit points,
They shouldn't be, and that's the problem with wrestling now. Is it's the way it's going right now. Is there's no company out there really trying to be different. There really isn't. Like TNA, NXT, AEW, they're all shades of the same fucking shit, and that's the problem. But who knows? Maybe something's going to change. Maybe it's going to get better. From what I'm seeing, it looks like TNA is either going to be on CW, A&E, or Tubi. So that's an improvement, I guess. So great.
So Noseman had the following to say. Go for it.
All of my stars are broken. What shall I do? Resign.
Please resign and tell everybody, all the producers back there, just that they can either leave their jobs or go to TNA at this point. Because, I don't know, I'm not sure if you heard, guess who we added as a producer backstage?
Candice LeRae.
Candice LeRae! That's what I say, is that these indie wrestlers that you want to see get fired, they don't get fired. They just take producer positions. That's how it works out. They just, they keep their jobs and then they spread their shitty work rate in another way. So here they are guiding matches as veterans, and people are listening to them backstage. Yeah, don't sell that move there, don't sell that move there. It's bad psychology, do a moonsault, pinfall.
It's the perfect example of failing upwards.
Yeah.
What has Candice LeRae done to deserve being a producer, other than being an indie veteran wrestler? Like, she does not deserve to be in that role. You save that role for people that have been at the top in WWE for over a decade. That Tamina Snuka, I think, would be good in that role because she's been in WWE for so long. Natalya would be great in that role.
Okay, so I'm with you half of the way on there. I don't agree on Tamina just because she's always had really poor work rate, can't work the mic, can't really coach anybody to be anything good.
That's fair.
But Natalya, I think, not the best promo, she's adequate, but when it comes to in-ring, that woman may be the best fucking coach that they got. I ain't even joking. I know we talked our shit about Natalya, but when it comes to in-ring talent and ability and coaching ability, you got your next Serena Deeb right there.
You really do, and the thing about her is that she's a heart. Like, she's grown up in this culture, this pro wrestling culture, because of who her family is. So with her, like, she would have decades of veteran knowledge and experience under her belt in that role, and I think you would get better women's matches with her than you would with T.J. Wilson or her weird husband. So
well, the thing is that with Natalya is that she fights like a dude. She hits hard. She is willing to take the pain. And with T.J. Wilson, I'm sorry, I've never saw the big deal with Tyson Kidd. And I'm not to say, I don't feel bad that he got his career ended. That really sucks. I mean, because he was in the prime of his career. That's garbage. But at the same time, it's like I was never one of those people who's like, yeah, I can't wait to watch that Tyson Kidd match. In NXT, it was just the dude with the yellow headphones. That's all it was.
Yeah, it was weird, man. Like he had like a really weird gimmick for a little bit there, and yeah, weird dude all around. He looks weird. He's a little weird in my opinion, but yeah. With him, I think that he's doing a decent job in his role, all things considered. But I think his wife would be so much better in so many ways. Get so much more experience. I think she gets the women more, like understands them. Yeah, I mean it's worth a try.
What
I mean,
the
what do you
fuck
got
is
to
this?
lose, dude?
What
This is so. Oh
what
my
is
god!
he doing? What are you guys doing?
So
that was
Mr.
the weakest.
Iguana,
That was the weakest fucking slap I've ever seen from Javon.
it gets weirder, dude. He starts getting naked. Well, not he doesn't get naked, but he tries. It looks like he's trying to do that.
What? Nobody in America wants to see this. Keep the shit over in Mexico.
Oh, the neckbeards want to see it. Oh my god, Mr. Iguana's getting naked, guys!
I have his iguana puppet shoved up my butt.
Me too. And now he's got the puppet. And now he hits him in the dick with the puppet.
That's so stupid. Can you see? Okay. Just 2 months ago, there were idiots online that wanted to see this dude beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. I ain't joking, dead ass.
Oh my god. Guys, I want Mr. Iguana to beat Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar in a handicap match. No, you send this guy to AAA and you keep him there. He does not belong in WWE. This is ridiculous. What are we doing here?
Yeah, it's just, that's the thing too, is like about Mr. Iguana, is that he's a gimmick, dude. And granted, we need gimmicks in pro wrestling, but it's not like he has the mic skills, the physical acumen, the agility, the athleticism to back up the push that he's getting, or the push that the internet gave him. Yes, he's got a gimmick that's good, but it's so goofy and SpongeBob.
No, it really is, man. Hey, I got a question. I'm gonna put my AC on. Can you guys hear it? Just let me know if you guys can hear it in the background.
It's kind of hot in SoCal. What can we say?
Very. How hot is it in here? It is 81. Okay, that's not terrible. It's not terrible, but you know.
Dark Bullsy was saying, I can't at the moment. No, I like to think I did a better video or stream than lots of content creators going, "This bad content popular to say derp da dar," you know. Well, and that's the one thing that Darth Bullsy does really well is he does deep dives. So for anybody who hasn't checked out Darth Bullsy's content, what he does is he takes something that will like maybe do a 10-minute rant on, and he really dives deep into the good and the bad of what makes this wrestler. Like I think like his introspective on Seth Rollins was really good. So yeah, check out his channel. He's got some good shit on there.
Yeah, check it out, man. I mean, he's got good stuff going on there. He's a creative dude. Go see his channel. Go check it out.
And also
shout out to Darth Bullsy.
Yeah, shout out to Bullsy. Shout out to Lord Wallet too. Putting out a lot of content right now. So props to him for pumping it out and being a soldier. That's what I love seeing is so many people in our community, they're getting out there and they're putting their own shit out. And it's like, it's easier than ever now. Back when we did it, it was like fucking Stone Age. So yeah, it's super easy now.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting even easier now with, just better mics and better editing software. Yeah, it's honestly, we really could have used a lot of the editing software that we have now. Back 7 years ago, dude. Oh, man.
Because we were doing it just like raw dog, fucking.
Raw dog.
There's no
balls deep.
There's no tread left on the tire. We were just going anyways.
Completely drained.
Completely drained. We didn't care, man. We were just, and it, like I even had a coworker tell that to me once. He's like, hey man, I gotta have the full setup. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the hustle that you guys do, but I gotta have the nice microphone and everything to get it going. I'm like, hey man, that's the reason why you're not doing anything, and the reason why I'm doing something. Because even if you got shitty technology, we started out on iPhone 3.
Right.
Even if you got shitty technology, don't let it hold you back. Look at our style. Look at the style that we created. I wouldn't say we created it. Look at the style that we made popular that so many other YouTubers use nowadays. A lot of YouTubers use that style where they just talk over a video or talk over a picture. And we're the ones that made it popular. We're the fucking ones.
Yeah, we are. That's what this channel used to be. It used to be just a picture in the background. And then I was like, you know what? Let's do some videos and stuff. So my brother and I, we just said, you know what? Let's make some videos. And now with AI video editors, man, dude, sky's the limit. I love where AI is going because it allows me to make backgrounds like this. So, you know.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I love about, because so many people talk shit about AI. I'm not sure if you guys have seen our channel, but I went ahead and put some shorts up from AI News. One of them is like around like 30K right now. And comments, man. The comments are, I hate AI. This is so disrespectful. Blah, 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 blah. I look at it like, you know what? You can hate it or you can see what's good about it and embrace it. I mean, it's a double-edged sword. Not everything about AI is good. I get that. At the same time, though, it has been one of the biggest benefits to us and it has helped us out a lot.
Oh, absolutely, man. It's like what now? Because I need to be clear. So, like this video in the background right now, when I made this last night, what AI did is it gave me the source material, but the source material was very, very flawed, and I had to still do a lot of video editing. It took me, I'm going to be real, this took me over 6 hours to make. Because to get the video just right, to get everything just right, because it gave me some decent material, but you really had to fine tune it.
Well, the big thing that I've noticed about a lot of AI generators is because of the lawsuits, they'll model the body correctly, but when it comes to the face, you have to use deepfake a lot of times to just kind of fill in the gaps, because that's how it is. Like, because of all these lawsuits that are going on, these generators, they can generate whoever you want perfectly, but they're having to half-ass it, so you got to make up the rest with a deepfake.
Well, because I feel like with this, it did a pretty good job. Like, I didn't deepfake this, but I feel like it did pretty good.
Oh, no, I love it. I think it's a great background. And yeah, you were the one that showed me that first AI site, and we've been going off of that. Sure, it's kind of a pain in the ass when it comes to recreating new accounts and whatnot, but we make it work.
But you know, honestly, like, I'm at the point of, like, just buying fuck it, I'll buy a month.
I might. Well, I'm thinking about if I find, like, a Black Friday deal for good, I might get it.
Yeah.
Well, because there was one that I saw not too long ago, and it's not a video or picture generator, but it is a top-end AI generator. It's called Perplexity AI, and they had a year's worth for free. So I decided to try it out, and then I canceled it immediately, but I got a year's worth for free. So I tried it out, and functionality, it's about the same as what you would find from like Gemini or Grok. But that's the one thing, is it needs the picture generator. It needs the video generator. At this point, Grok rules the roost because they have everything now.
I'll tell you what I do. So for the pictures, I need a high quality one. Grok is okay, but I use Google Gemini. Like Google Gemini to me gives you, so there's Google Gemini, and then like for the background, for one of the news is where like the buildings are on fire and they're collapsing in the background. Gemini and Grok could not produce what I wanted. So I went to a site called Deep AI. That was able to produce things like again, when you're doing AI, it's not perfect on the first go. People need to understand this. When you're using AI, you're usually having to do it again and again and again,
refresh,
and again and again and again,
refresh,
and again,
refresh,
and again and again,
and then by the point you're almost done, like you're at 27 out of 30 fucking for the day. You got 3 left. At least you made one scene.
It's like, fuck it, I'll settle for this, and I'll just edit it in Photoshop. Fuck it. Because that's how it is. Like, a lot of people think that it's like AI is set and forget. It's easy to fucking do. Not really, man. Not really. If you're gonna, it just depends. But it depends on your standards and what you want.
Well, every once in a while, you get lucky right off the bat. Like you get like you hit the jackpot. It's a lot like a slot machine. A lot of times you're gonna lose, but every once in a while you hit the jackpot right off the first hit. You know. So just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's true, man. And that's the thing with AI. Is like, I get why and like you got to understand, like I'm saying this as somebody who's a guitar player of 20 years. Like I've played guitar for a long fucking time. Like I feel a certain way about AI replacing musicians, but at the same time, you're never going to replace the human performance. There's still going to be human performance. You're never going to replace it. Androids aren't going to replace that. They're just not. They're just not.
They're going to be saying, "Oh well, we can recreate this in VR," and it's like I was at the concert live.
No, because you're not getting a genuine reaction from that AI. You're not getting. Can it get to that point? Yeah, but it's still not that human reaction. It's like what we've been saying is that like for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, and you're going to get, as AI is advancing and getting more advanced, you're going to have people rejecting it, and we're seeing that now.
Well, I watched a very interesting video. It just randomly showed up on my YouTube timeline earlier today, and it was a video about Nintendo cursed games, a deep dive on it. And it was telling about just how there's all these crunch times back in the 80s for a lot of these Japanese developers. So they poured so much negative emotions into their video games, and a lot of times some of them used occult connections to get their game deadlines done quicker. So what you had a decent amount of cursed video games coming out around then. I mean, I'm sure people have heard about Polybius, the CIA experiment over in Seattle in the 80s. Mm-hmm. There's that one that fucked with people's head immensely. But Nintendo was able to do this shit back in the 80s. Imagine what you can do nowadays as far as fucking with somebody's psyche. Imagine what they're getting away with now. Imagine some of the fucked up shit that people are doing on a regular basis, not realizing how much they're screwing themselves over.
Well, and that's the thing, is like with subliminal messaging too, like there are ways to affect the subconscious. Like there's the conscious, like what you're aware of, and the subconscious that's kind of operating at a deep level underneath it all. So the elites know how to manipulate that. But so with the match that we just saw, Javon Evans and Leon Slater went over. Okay. I think that was the right outcome. Yeah. You can't have the Lucha Schmucks going over. So I'm happy that they won. Good for them. Good for TNA and NXT, I guess. Fuck AAA.
Bro, how many fucking La Parkas are there?
There's like a million of them. There's like, just start numbering them at this point. La Parka 2, La Parka 28, La Parka 574. Like, fuck it. Like, just start numbering them. Make it funny at least. Come on.
Dude, at this point, there's more La Parkas than there are Vianos. Like, what's going on?
There's more La Parkas now than there are fucking grains of sand in the Sahara Desert. Like, good God, can we cut back on the La Parkas?
Like, dude, it's a little insane.
La Parka won't die. He just has another fucking lucha jobber donning the mask. So.
Well, and you made a great point about how it's all the same no matter what channel you tune into. That's what we're seeing with all these promotions. It doesn't matter if it's NXT, TNA, even MLW. They all love this international showcase indie bullshit. I don't want to see stars from CMLL. I don't want to see stars from AAA. I don't want to see stars from Noah. I don't want to see stars from New Japan. All I want to see is fucking wrestlers from the United States that can speak English. How is it so fucking hard to understand?
Just give me good promos. And, to tie into that, they got Tatum Paxley on screen. I watched her promo in NXT last week.
AEW's another one. Same fucking style, man.
No, it is. But, like, with Tatum Paxley, I watched her promo last week. Her babyface promo in the ring. She's good, man. Like, she really reminds me of, like, the perfect mix of, like, Alexa Bliss and Daphne.
She's getting better. From what I can see, she's already she was the best mic worker in that scene with Sol Ruka, Zaraya, and Izzy Dame. So, yeah, no, it's she's definitely got a good upside. I don't know if it's right to pull the trigger on her right now and make her the champion, but
I wouldn't.
If anything, give her a good match and basically let JC know, hey, this chick will come for your title in about 6 months or so.
Yeah, I think that putting the title on Tatum does not make sense now. No, it really doesn't. Like, if anything, I think what you do is you may have like an interference with like Lyra Valkyria to kind of like add a little bit of dissension in that calling faction to kind of split her away from there. Because they need to begin to and they kind of planted the seeds of that, began prying her away from that faction and onto the kind of babyface, faction that she needs to be a part of, because she's a great babyface. I don't know how good she is as a heel, but she's a great babyface. So, yeah. Hey, look, you got an attractive, young, new babyface to put in the women's division. That's awesome. Fuck yeah, dude.
Well, and that's what we need more than anything, because we said it. The biggest thing that NXT has right now is their women. The women are pretty much the focal point. Even Triple H agrees. So that's what they need to focus on. Bring up these young women, make your future stars. Especially with how weak the main roster women's division is. You guys got to start bringing up a lot of these female talents and utilizing them the right way. Not making them jobbers. Give them something decent to work with. Like, El Hijo de Vagina is not... I don't know. I'm not seeing the great thing about this guy.
El Hijo de Vagina? Oh,
yeah.
God.
I'm not seeing the big... Well, what's the big deal about this guy? He comes out, he does hop in circles with his hands spread out.
This is Dr. Wagon.
Oh, Dr. Wagon
right?
Jr., okay.
Oh, no, it's not. It's El Hijo de Vagina, okay. Dude, I'm looking at the crowd. Dude, look at the top seats. The top seating area.
Oh, no,
that's seating area.
Oh, did you think he was Viking dildo?
No, not Viking dildo. Oh no, this is Dr. Wagon.
Yeah, it is Dr. Wagon. Oh, and now we got Ethan Page coming out with shitty half face paint on. I don't know what's up with this. His gimmick is he points at half of his face. That's his. It's almost as awesome as Chris Sabin's point at his palm gimmick. Almost.
It's character, damn it. I mean, look at all belly dough Ethan Page. Look at him.
Look at those boobies. He's growing back the tits, man. He can't help himself.
He can't help himself. He's growing back the titties.
Like
they're growing.
At this point, just get yourself one of Chelsea Green's Canadian bras to cover that shit up. Come on, man.
Oh, nice.
Dark Bullseye was saying, I think acting in pro wrestling is overlooked. Pro wrestling is a multilingual art. People are too worried about what cool shit they do in the ring. Absolutely, and that's why I really feel that the Performance Center has dropped the ball for the last 11 years. Even longer than that. I mean, just because Triple H, he never made that an emphasis the whole time that he was there. It was always about in-ring work rate. It was always about how well you can wrestle in the ring. It was about getting the Meltzer star ratings. About getting the internet dorks talking online. That's what it was all about. It was never about making the next stars. And that's why we're having a problem right now. That's why we're having to squeeze the stone blood dry when it comes to people like Brock Lesnar, John Cena, any veteran they can get to come back. Even a desperate attempt at AJ Lee. By the way, how did that work out?
Miserably. Absolutely miserably. And, you know, I'll say this, too, about, like, the reaction online. Like, I don't know if people know this, but the video, they posted the video of CM Punk and Jey Uso from this past Raw, like, where Jey Uso won and he's going to be taking on CM Punk. Dislikes. The video has 10,000 likes, 90,000 dislikes. They probably have over 100,000 at this point. Oof.
Well, that's the thing, too.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Jey sells merch. But at the same time, he's one of those guys that he just doesn't click with the crowd. It's almost like I think even the fans are like to the point where he's feeling shoehorned. He's gotten way too many chances at the title. They need to have fresh blood come in.
Because Triple H looks at him he's like, yeah, that's my Samoan Macho Man. Nah, dude, he wishes he could be Macho Man. You could put the Macho Man sunglasses on him all you want, give him the goofy neon colors like Macho Man did. He'll never be Macho Man. Macho Man is one of a kind.
The only person who could even come close to being Macho Man is if he gets released from his contract, comes over to WWE, and we get Macho Lethal. And immediately put him in a feud with CM Punk. AJ Lee, I'm gonna get you back! Do some like fucking Miss Elizabeth shit with her. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, have him call her Miss Elizabeth. Miss Elizabeth, come over here. Leave that loser and get with the hero.
Hey, asshole! Get the fuck back where the grass isn't greener!
Oh, you want some, huh?
Well, and then you just
get some.
You just see Jay Lethal just beat the shit out of Punk. It'd be awesome.
I know, right?
So speaking of,
you do a really good Macho Man. Like, you've got that nailed down.
Oh yeah. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You got the awesome Punk. You got the awesome Punk though. Yeah. So I want to hear you rant on JD from New York, but as CM Punk.
Okay.
I don't know if you know about this idiot JD from New York. He thinks he knows what wrestling is. Listen here, you jerk, you asshole. You don't know shit. You've never stepped foot in the ring at all. I have, because I'm an industry veteran. Yeah, I know everything about everything, because I'm a veteran wrestler. Yeah. Now listen here, JD, okay? Yeah, you think Triple H is the savior of wrestling? He's not. I can tell you personally, that motherfucker sabotaged my career multiple times, and he's still fucking doing it. Yeah, he's gonna put Jey fucking Uso over me, CM Punk. And and this fucking idiot, he lives with his mom. He's got like fucking 5 cats living with him. He's never had sex ever. He's a fucking loser. He wishes he could have AJ. He wishes he could be in my cuck situation. Yeah, but he'll never be because he's a loser.
Right, and I just That's the thing. Well, no, I love that, man. I love that. But that's the thing about CM Punk is, if anything, he'd be saying, "What are you? Why aren't you praying to me? You should be worshiping me." That's what I'd be waiting for.
Yeah, man. Yeah. No, I was running out of steam with her. I'm like, where do I go with this?
There you go, man. No, you're all good, man. Pranver said, "Hey guys, UFC 321 was the worst pay-per-view. 3 finishes, 9 decisions, and the main event between Aspinall Gain was no contest due to eye poke, and the fight was somewhat decent before the eye poke." I only saw brief clips of it online. It looked like shit. I honestly, I don't watch UFC anymore. I think TKO fucking ruined both WWE and UFC, and I'm only hanging on to just a couple WWE shows here and there just to see what's going on with the product. Other than that, like with UFC, TKO made me not give a fuck about them. I'm sorry.
No, man. Well, and it's of their own doing. They just let Triple H do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And the thing that we're seeing now, and the if I could stop stuttering,
You're good, man.
the thing that's going on now is that there's now fans backlash against Triple H more than ever. The fans are backlashing against what Triple H is doing. We've needed this. This is what you see before shit changes. And now it's going to have to get a lot worse, for sure. But I do think that by next year, you're going to see a better product. I definitely think there's going to be a lot more pressure heading into next year than what we got right now. It's starting now. Like, when you have this many fans shitting on Triple H, when it's popular, and I've been looking around on the YWC, I've been looking at different channels, looking at thumbnails, seeing who's posting what, and the one thing that I've taken away from this is it is now popular to shit on Triple H.
Good. That's good. I'm waiting for it to be popular to shit on CM Punk. That's probably a couple years down the line. But, no, with Triple H, every criticism that he's getting right now is a valid criticism. It's not without merit, and that's what I love, is people are finally seeing just how bad of a booker he is. And it's a shame that it took nobody else to blame for them to finally blame Triple H. I mean, keep in mind, JD still will blame Bruce Pritchard. He doesn't give a shit. But it took the ratings dropping to TNA 2014 levels, not 2012 levels, for them to even start naming Triple H. That's what it took.
That's what it took, and it's finally happening. And like, JD can't make it go away. JD can't say, "Oh, it's WWE creative. You can't blame Triple H. Blame Bruce Pritchard." Well, Bruce Pritchard works for Triple H. Like, does he think when he talks? Like, it's crazy to me. But he could do whatever he wants. He doesn't matter anymore. He does not matter anymore. What's happening now, it's crystal clear what's happening. The trend is it is now popular to shit on Triple H. Unimaginable. 2 years ago, unimaginable. The channels that I'm seeing shitting on Triple H now, unimaginable 2 years ago. Even a year ago.
Oh, no,
Things are changing. Things are changing for the better. They are.
It would be one of those things where you would just be bombarded by low IQ motherfuckers in your comments. Like, You don't know shit. You're a fucking idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know wrestling. Blah, blah, blah.
Well, and can I just add this into, like, because this is history going full circle again. Refresh my memory, but wasn't there a lull in the 90s?
There was. Back in 95. We called it the In Your House era.
What years? What is this year now?
This is 2025, so this would be...
Can I add another thing in there?
Who's going to be the Vince Russo, though? Who's going to be the Russo coming in? That's what I'm wondering.
You know what I'm thinking it's going to be is it's going to be TKO looking out for creative consultants to bring in a new team to override AAA. I think that Triple H, by making himself the face of the company, you also make yourself replaceable. And that sounds contradictory. Like, wouldn't that be the opposite? No. Because now he's the one to blame for everything. You blame him. If you want to have a new era, fire Triple H.
I'm telling you right now, TKO, you want to make shit happen, make an AI-generated Vince Russo, but make it like back when he was in his early 30s. If you could do that, you guys got money again. Just saying.
Money. But it's that thing of like the whole trend of like that trend of every 30 years, patterns come back. I mean, even look at the NFL. Like, look at my Chargers, like with the fucking their Navy jerseys and Navy helmets. They just brought them back this year. They had that shit back in the 90s. The trend of every 30 years, trends come back. 80s music became popular again in the 2010s. It's every 10 or every 30 years. And that's what we're seeing with wrestling, is that the trend is repeating itself. We're in a lull now, just like we were in a lull 30 years ago.
Absolutely. So Alejandro was saying, I'm officially tapped out of wrestling. I'm just watching you guys in NBA. Also, I love to see IWC turning on Noseman. You guys must feel vindicated. And that's
do.
the thing. We feel great, Alejandro. At the same time, though, I don't expect for any of these fucking assholes who dumped on us to come up and apologize or say you were
Never.
right. I don't ever expect that. Be nice, but I'm never gonna fucking get that. My brother will never get that. More than anything, I just love seeing all of the shitty booking decisions that Triple H specifically did just to spite book us, reflecting badly on him. You went out of your way to spite book a couple of YouTubers, and now it's fucking the company up, you fucking retard.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's no doubt that his booking is fucking the company up, and it's turning the fans not only against WWE, but against him. And I'll also point this out, too. Notice how you're hearing the term sellout said a lot less by Michael Cole. He can't say, we had another record sellout. You haven't heard that in a while, have you?
Yeah, no, for sure. No, it's been a little bit, and a lot of it is because the hype has died since WrestleMania. When people found out that WrestleMania sucked and there was nothing going on after it, they tuned the fuck out. They're like, hey, you know what? Football's getting good again. Let's just watch that. Basketball's getting good again. Let's just watch that. And that's where people went, you know?
Oh, absolutely, man. And they're looking for alternatives right now. And that's why TNA, I think, has a golden opportunity to really do things differently. Get on Tubi. Have an exciting creative process. You got to replace Tommy Dreamer. You really do. And you know who should you replace? Like, if you got to replace him with a wrestling person, you got to bring in creative people. Fuck it. Bring in the Hardys. The Hardys are more creative than Tommy Dreamer. They're better than Hunter Johnson. You have an improvement there.
I think with the Hardys, I think that they were best paired with Jeremy Brash. I think that's how we got the compound and all those great memories, is the union of those three together, or at least Matt Hardy and Jeremy together.
You want to hear something crazy about that?
What's up?
So I went and I did a little bit of digging in that because I was curious one day. I'm like, okay, like who was ultimately, like, who was really involved in that? It's true that Jeremy Brash was involved in that. Guess who else was?
Who's that?
Matt Hardy's wife.
Oh, because she had her father in there. She was obviously filmed a lot. She had the kids in there too. I could definitely tell that she played a big part. So no, she's cool. A little crazy, but cool.
I mean, she did play her part in the production for sure. But yeah, man, I think that we are in a lull right now, as we were 30 years ago, and this trend repeats itself. And I'm seeing some rays of hope developing, and this is what you needed to see. You needed to see it. Like, it eventually got to a point with WWE where changes had to be made, and I think the Vince McMahon in this situation is TKO. I think they're going to look at the numbers and go, yeah, we can't keep doing this Triple H bullshit anymore, Nick Khan. You're going to have to make a tough decision here.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough decision up ahead. So Catman was saying, hypothetically speaking, would you two be interested in doing a show with Russo? I played him the barbershop impression to him at the round table, and he loved it. Yeah, we've always shown respect towards Vince Russo. He's a legend, you know? He's the reason why a big part of the reason why we became big wrestling fans in the 90s, man. You got to give it up to that guy. Yeah, it would be an honor to do a show with him, of course. Absolutely.
Yeah, I just hope. Yeah, I hope Vince Russo hears that. You know, we respect him greatly, and we're fans of him. You know, we are fans largely because of him. I could say for myself, I really got into wrestling during the Attitude Era. That was what really hit with me. And he showed you. He and Ed Ferrara showed you what wrestling can be. It doesn't have to be just goofy wrestlers having long matches. No, it can be an actual TV show. That's what he showed. And I felt like he took wrestling where it needs to be. And I think he's got a lot of good ideas now. Like, I think that Russo, oh God, oh no, they ripped him, and he's, oh no.
El Hijo del Vagina is hulking out right now because he got his shitty mask ripped, and now he's staring at him with eyes of intent. Dude, he's gonna get cornholed right now. He fucked up.
This is so stupid because, like, why not have this intensity to begin with to put this guy away? If you could put him away, like.
Because it took him getting his sacred mask ripped for him to explode in anger and get his second wind.
Dude, I fucking hate Lucha. I'm sorry. I fucking
sucks.
hate it. I hate the premise of it. It's like wrestling without the personality. That's all it is we'll replace the personality with goofy costumes. Is that enough? No.
Well, that's what they did. They're like, you know what? Hey, we got the high impact wrestling that the nerds want, but we have goofy costumes. And the nerds love that too. It really is. It's a combination. of everything the nerds love. That's why they tried to bring Lucha over to the States so badly. And try to just put it in every fucking match, just about.
And like, I get it. Like from a cultural perspective, I get it. We have the Hispanic population growing, becoming a larger and larger percentage of the population in America. I get it. You want to have, Hispanic superstars, and that's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea to have another Hispanic Rock or a Hispanic Ric Flair. Like, that's not a bad idea. That's a very, very good idea. But they can't just be flippy flop work rate jobbers. They got to be phenomenal personalities. We got to get back to that. And TKO needs to realize that personality is what will make them more money than they've ever made. That's when wrestling is at its best, is when it has those larger than life, captivating personalities.
Well, and that's the thing too, is that you're looking at what's going on with these personalities. None of these personalities that they're pushing on TV are drawing. Everybody that they said that came over from Mexico would be a superstar, they flopped. Iguana flopped. This El Hijo del Wagner guy flopped. They won't use Psycho Clown on TV. Here's the thing, is the people that actually are hated in the United States, like Alberto Del Patron, those are the type of people they should be trying to bring back to the company. I know he would get the nerds hating, but at the very least, Patron can cut a promo and he looks like a wrestler and he has a snug style.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, man, absolutely. I'm just reading Kathleen comment down there.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Have you guys I have put you guys over the moon
awesome,
to
man.
him when I can, and mentioned about how I discovered y'all back in 2019 on your top 10 why Vince Russo is awesome video. Both he and Jeff know about you guys. That's sweet, man. That's really cool. Yeah, and I'm glad, Catman, you've been putting in a good word for us. That's really cool, dude. I appreciate you for that. Yeah, no, we still feel Vince Russo did a lot for the industry.
Oh yeah.
And, he's a legend. He should be listened to. He should be respected. And it pisses me off that so many people disrespect him. So, yeah, no, he deserves respect.
Well, and a lot of it, too, like, with his booking is that, like, it's... For him, like, it's where it needs to go. Like, I get a lot of wrestling promoters are kind of weary to be, edgy and adult-oriented. That's where you got to go, man. If you want to get young viewers, that's what they want. That's what they're viewing. They're hearing people on YouTube cuss. They're not watching stale, bland TV shows. And I get that those shows are not sponsor-friendly, but eventually the sponsors are going to come around where that's where the views are. They're going to go where the views and the money are, eventually. So...
Well, it's to the point where people, I think a lot of wrestling fans, they badly want a wrestling show for adults. Because I feel like,
right.
For all the shit that was talked back in the day for how Vince McMahon ran his company, they used to say that he dumbed it down on purpose because he felt that the audience was stupid.
Yeah.
It hasn't been more dumbed down than it is now.
Oh, that's for sure. Well, and go back 30 years ago. What was the product back then?
I mean, dumb as shit in your house. Anybody that remembers fucking Bastion Booger versus Heartbreak
God.
Kid Shawn Michaels in front of a crowd of 200, you know what's up.
To describe the product 30 years ago, it was childish, one-dimensional, nothing but wrestling for the most part. Now, the promos are better, and the personalities are better,
Yes.
but overall, similar kind of product.
Well, the other thing that I think is grand underrated, and we covered it with our watch-alongs, is the sense of humor. Heel color commentators were allowed to be heel color commentators. They could talk shit about people in the ring and goof around and make jokes.